Alright, this is going to be my last segment of these type of videos, and this one's going to be talking about my current favorite juices. Mind you, I still have a lot of juices that are steeping that I'm trying to give, you know, a chance to develop, but at the moment, these are juices that I really like and have consistently liked. And I'm going to start off with the juices that I don't like, because I don't have those anymore, so I can't show you what they look like or anything. And I think it's important to not only tell you the juices that I like, but the juices that I don't like, so you can kind of just compare it to, you know, your tastes and all that. Now, there's plenty of people that like this line of juices or whatever you want to call it. I personally don't. I tried the first line of 5 Ponds. I could not vape it. It literally made me nauseous and gave me a headache. I don't know if it's something that's in their base, but I've literally seen at least a handful of other people that have had the same exact experience. So I know it's not just me, and it's not the nicotine, because I don't vape nicotine, so it's something else that they use. And even just the flavor-wise, I didn't care for it. So that's that. And I haven't, nor will I try like any additional lines from them, just because. And then, so far, I'm not liking Ahlusion, but it could just be the couple of juices that I've tried from them. So I'm going to hold off on giving it a definite that I don't like until I get these next couple of juices that are supposed to have extra flavoring in them. Because Ahlusion seems to be pretty subtle on their flavors, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because Vapeland is pretty subtle too. They're one of my favorite vendors, but I don't know, just like so far I haven't been impressed with Ahlusion, but I'm going to give them a second chance because I have some juices coming that, you know, might change my mind about it, but I don't have them yet, and even when I do, it's probably going to take a while to steep, so that's just kind of like a iffy one. I also don't like Seduce Juice. There's, again, something in their base that I don't really care for. I don't know if it's the sweetener, because a lot of people say that the sweetener they don't care for. Some people have said it's ethyl maltol, which is possible. I don't really know for sure, but overall I just didn't really care for them. And which I don't even know if I did a review on this, but the Plume Room, I didn't like them either. Like, it wasn't anything in their base per se, I just didn't like any 3 of their flavors, and there was an issue with the labeling on it. Like, the expiration date on it was wrong, and I had to contact them about it. I had to contact them twice. I don't know if the first one didn't go through, what happened, but I had to contact them twice about the label, and they claimed that the label was just wrong, because it said that it was expired like literally a couple days after I got the juice, which it's supposed to last for a year, so that would have meant that it would have been mixed a year ago, which I don't believe that it was mixed that long ago, because, I mean, who has juice sitting around that long? But the fact that the label was wrong, and then they didn't even tell me when it really was mixed, was just kind of weird. And the juice wasn't good, so I don't know if it wasn't steeped, and I would have no idea how to let it steep, because I had no idea when it was made. So I wasn't a fan. And then the other 2 flavors, they were just not that great for me. I got the banana mint milkshake, which a lot of people rave about. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't good. And then the creamy mint, they did send as a sample, which was nice, because I do like, you know, free samples of stuff. I think it's a good idea for vendors to do that, because it gives you, your consumer, more opportunity to taste different flavors that they might not have normally got otherwise. So anyway, getting on to positives, which are the juices that I like. Currently, the juice that I've been vaping almost every single day is Lavender Ever After. This one's from Vapeland. And it's got this cute little castle charm, which I mentioned in the other video that these come with charms, and that's what I meant. They come with these little trinkets. And this is you can get plastic or glass if you're getting anything above the sample, because the little sample sizes come in these tiny little 3 milliliter plastic bottles. Those come in plastic, but anything else, any other size, either comes in glass or gives you the option between glass and plastic. I got the plastic because I got, so I think it was 3 milliliters more for the same price, and I already had a full-size bottle of the Lavender Ever After, so I really didn't need two. It's like if it was an issue, I could just pour it into the glass bottle. Plus, I wanted to see what their plastic looked like. But it's, you know, it's got an interesting little dripper top to it. It snaps, and I got extra flavoring in this, indicated by the little plus sign below. I did realize, or I don't know what you would want to call it, but I've determined that the regular Lavender Ever After is a little bit too weak, but the extra strength, or whatever you want to call it, the one with extra flavoring, is a little bit too strong. But I just personally add a little bit more VG to it, and it's amazing. So I love it. It's just a very light lavender, because like when you think lavender, you think like potpourri. It doesn't have a potpourri taste at all. There's actually a different lavender juice that I have that tastes kind of like that. But again, it's one of the ones I'm giving time to steep because it's 100% VG, so actually that one's not. But I'm still giving it time to steep. That one has kind of like the potpourri-ish type taste. But this one's very, very light, and it has like a very nice cream note to it. I don't know, it's just really good. It's a very light, subtle, all-day vape for me. And then another one is the Cheshire Cat Nip, and that one's in one of the tanks I showed you in the other video. And it's missing the charm, because the charm's on the tank, which I guess I can just show you real quick. Just looks like that. It's a little cat. And that's what the glass packaging looks like, in case you were wondering. Really nice quality. It's dark, so it keeps the, if you vape nicotine, it keeps it more safe. I don't vape nicotine, so that's not really a concern for me. And then, you know, the labels tell you that it's for basically people that are 18 or older, and then kind of the ingredients that it's by. Oh, it does have a best by date. I never noticed that. Huh, that's cool. I never saw that, so that's, because I was always looking, because like I prefer personally a mixed by date more than a best by date, because what's best for them might not be what I consider best for me. But I believe Ahlusion Vapeland's motto or whatever is 6 months. They claim their juices last 6 months, or that's their expiration date, is 6 months after it's been mixed. So that's cool though. I didn't see that they had a date on there before. Shows you how much I pay attention. I swear I looked, but it's kind of, the writing's kind of, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, another favorite of mine is Honey Peary by Vapor Chef. This one I got in a sample size to begin with, and then I got the larger size. This one, you know I really like something, is when I actually buy the full size, because there are a couple of Ahlusion Vapeland flavors that I like, but I don't like enough to get a full size, so I just continue to buy the little sample bottles. But comes with a dropper bottle, and has like all your PG, VG information. I do prefer this in a 50-50 blend. This one's the 70-30, but I would personally recommend the 50-50, because this one takes forever to steep, and just the flavor is a little bit more pronounced in the 50-50 blend. And why is my topper acting stupid? I swear everything that could happen wrong today has happened. Okay. Anyway. Oh, and it's, I don't know if it's broke or what. I don't know. I'll mess with it later. So that's that. It's a honeydew, strawberry, and pear blend. It's really good. I don't even like pears, like, in real life, but it's amazing. I mostly get honeydew and strawberry out of it. And then the Cheshire Cat Nip, it's a very interesting flavor. Like, to me, it tastes most like catnip tea. If you've ever had catnip tea, it tastes pretty much just like that. It's a very light mint flavor, but not like a peppermint, more like a, I don't know, herbal mint. I don't know if that even makes sense, but it is an herbally flavor. Some people detect anise in it, which is like a black licorice. I don't know that I necessarily do. I definitely can smell it a little bit, but even if it is there, it's not off-putting because I don't like black licorice, but I do like this, obviously. I don't know, it's just a refreshing, different kind of flavor. Like if you're basically like over all your juices, like you just, nothing appeals to you, that's like something you would vape just to kind of like cleanse your palate. It's good. And the last one I'm going to show you is this Alpha. Whoa. Oh my god. Alpha vape, and it's in the flavor Heist. It's supposed to be like a candy apple flavor with like a bunch of different fruits in there. But the reason I like this, and this is like really weird, is I like it because of the after, like, I don't know what you would call it, but like when I exhale, it gives me this weird tingly sensation, almost like a carbonation type sensation. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if they use an alcohol-based flavoring, if that's what it is, because the only other juice that's done that for me is Compass by Lazarus Vintage, but that's what it does, and that, for whatever reason, is like the most appealing to me, or what makes it most appealing. I do like the flavor, but I mean the flavor is just kind of like a secondary concern as far as like the juices. Like I just like that. I don't know if all the juices from this place, and I can't even figure out, like, I don't know if it's elevated vaping that makes this, or if alpha vape is, I don't know, it's confusing because there's like an alpha line and an omega line, and I don't know if they're just different lines or if they're different companies. I don't know, it confuses me, but anyway, that's all I'm going to share for you today. Like I said, I have a ton of other juices that are steeping. I have a little bit more of Ahlusion coming in the mail to kind of give them their last chance, and I do have a swap in process for some kind of like, we're switching or swapping our like juices that we like, because it's hard for me to find somebody that vapes no nicotine like I do, so we just kind of like share our juice basically. And then I do have some DIY, do-it-yourself juices that I blended, and I'm waiting for them to steep because they're tobaccos, and those can take up to a month, so I'm waiting on those. But they're from Inawera, I don't know how you pronounce that, but it's Inawera. They're from Poland, so I'll have like a review sometime about those.